So you said the same thing when Yashwant Sinha spoke about Gadkari.
I want to say
and you said Yashwant Sinha is speaking for himself, etc.
Yeah, must be speaking for himself. And even then he has no locus standing to make a public statement like that.
Well, he made a point. He's still in the BJP. Nobody's thrown him out of the BJP.
Yeah, but see, if at all on his own behalf he's speaking, that is okay. But a senior leader like Yashwant Sinha should have restrained himself before making a statement in public.
Well, let's get the other side, Mr. Majid Memon. One sec. The debate is...
I want to make one line. I want to speak one line.
Okay, very briefly.
In his statement, Mr. Yashwant Sinha has said, this is, yes, in his statement, he has started his statement by saying, this is my personal view.
So, it was also his personal view on
clearly,
Gadkari.
this is not the view of the BJP, and BJP will make its statement when BJP needs to.
Yes, the question is that yesterday Narendra Modi and Rajnath Singh...
Ms. Lekhi has been quarreling with me. That's precisely what I've been saying all evening.
So the position here is Sankarshan Thakur.
I'm not quarreling with you.
The question is to Majid Memon. Majid Memon, 1 minute. Meenakshi Lekhi, let's look at the serious contours of this debate. Majid Memon, the question is JDU says we need to have a secular Prime Minister. Now, once and for all, I want to know from you whether the secular, whether this application of the word secular to Narendra Modi is relevant at all or not in the context of 2014.
Now, I wish, Arnav, that undisturbed, I am permitted to express myself in a minute or two. Number one, I have heard all along now, the BJP does not want to commit in spite of, a lot of noise about Modi being projected as the Prime Minister. Do they have the courage to do it today? Meenakshi and the other gentlemen, both BJP, are taking a retreat. Now, number one. Number two.
No, retreat over what?
Yashwant
retreat
Sinha
over what?
Is a very...
Retreat over what?
Yashwant Sinha is a very...
Mr. Memon, this is not NCP, this is BJP.
And a respectable... Just 1 minute, 1 minute.
And it has to be a collective decision, not one individual makes a decision in this party.
Lekhi, will you permit others also to speak out?
No, don't make such statements.
Please, please, let me complete. Then you criticize if you wish. I did not interrupt when you were talking. Please hold on for a minute. Let's have some decorum. Now, what I am suggesting is that Mr. Yashwant Sinha is a fairly mature, respectable and responsible part of BJP. He cannot publicly go and say something which is absolutely meaningless or worthless. He has gone to the extent of even suggesting that if Nitish wants to get out, he can do it. It explains the seriousness with which he is saying that. This only shows there is a panic button and NDA might disintegrate. This is something which can't be ignored, as Arnav rightly takes it as an important issue.
Thinking.
We have nothing to do with what BJP is doing.
No, what is your view on Narendra Modi?
Independent to
no, what is your view? No, one minute. What is your view on Narendra Modi? Majid Memon, my question to you, Majid Memon, what is your view on Narendra Modi and the secularism issue? What is your view on Narendra Modi as a leader?
Please, yes, I am coming to that only. I am answering that precise question. He may be a leader of Gujarat. 6 crore people in Gujarat do not make whole of India. He may at the highest have 26 Lok Sabha constituencies which Gujarat makes. 540, the whole India is too large. 20 times is the Indian population. They are not going to accept a person who is absolutely unsecular, who is against secularism. A Prime Minister will have to take oath of secularism, which is a part of the preamble of the Constitution of India.
No, one second. Majid Memon, I have one counter question for you. Mr. Memon, one counter question for you.
I have to put in a word here.
Mr. Rao, I'm coming to you. Mr. Rao, I'm coming to you. One second. Mr. Rao and Meenakshi Lekhi, I'm coming to you. I have one counter question for Majid Memon, if you allow me, please. Please tell me, Mr. Memon.
Please, yes.
A gentleman with some degree of prominence in your party, the NCP, holding a minor position of cabinet minister in the present central government called Praful Patel, was effusive in his praise of Narendra Modi after the Gujarat elections. Tell me, am I uttering a lie or am I saying something factually correct?
No. Arnav.
No. Praful Patel was effusive in his praise.
May be an acceptable. I am saying Sharad Pawar also would praise him as far as a certain part of Modi is concerned, a certain role of Mr. Modi is concerned. But does that mean that he is to be accepted as the Prime Minister?
No, but why? No, one second. Are you selectively taking positions on Narendra Modi?
No, Modi may be good for Gujarat. He has received mandate, we respect it. And he may have done some good work for Gujarat. That is how people have returned him with a good majority.
No, you didn't answer my question.
As I said, Gujarat is 1/20th part of India. Gujarat is not India.
So what about? No, there were communal. There were communal. 1 minute. You are saying, Mr. Majid Memon, that sectarian, the fact that there should be no sectarian and communal violence in any state for it to pass the test of not being communal. No, you are not.
What I am suggesting, Arnab. Arnab, what I am suggesting is this. That,
I want to counter him. Arnab, allow me, please.
Just 1 minute. Elections for assembly states have different issues, different factors, different considerations. For Lok Sabha, the election has different issues, different points. And therefore, we have been talking about Gujarat election, which is a state election. When we talk of national election,
I'm just saying one thing.
We talk of Lok
I'm just saying, Mr. Memon, I'm just saying, Mr. Memon, Mr. Memon, allow me, yes. Mr. Memon, allow me, because two of our panelists want to counter you and the Samajwadi Party representative hasn't even spoken yet. One question. Yes. I would just like to tell you that according to a report titled...
Arnab, I would like to say something.
1 minute. According to a report titled Socio-Economic and Educational Status of Muslims in Maharashtra, published 2011, Maharashtra has had 1,192 communal clashes during the 11-year period from 1998 to 2008, which is the highest in the country. Right? And through this 11-year period, Mr. Memon, Maharashtra witnessed 10% to 23% of the total incidents of communal incidents in the country. Its share was particularly high, the report says, during 2005-2006, when 20% of all such incidents took place in the state. Who was in power then?
Arnab, should this be... should this be the factor to decide whether Modi should be projected?
No, my question to you is...
Are we discussing this? Then, please.
I'm asking you this. Yes. I'm asking you this. We have two counter questions coming in.
What are your secular credentials, Mr. Memon?
One second. Yes, the question is saying, well, what are your secular credentials? Yes, Mr. Rao.
The NCP representative is saying that Mr. Modi's popularity... Mr. Modi is popular in Gujarat. Let me remind him, there are national polls which were published only 2 days ago, which show that Narendra Modi is the most popular prime ministerial choice of this country.
But then you project him. Why are you feeling shy to project him as a prime minister and lose Nitish
We will
Kumar
do it. The party will have to take a decision at an appropriate time.
No, why are you taking
I think
Mr. Memon, we don't need your permission when we are declaring prime ministerial candidate. This is one. The second part, your point on secularism is nothing but bunkum, because you are in alliance with Congress, and Congress people were responsible for all the riots that have happened in Gujarat prior to 2002, and even for 2002 Godhara, 25 Congress leaders have been punished by the courts, and you're on record in Maharashtra is much to call for when Mr. Pawar was the CM. So don't talk about secularism and be selective. And even in Gujarat, 1,169 people died, out of which 30% were Hindus, and you forget to discuss them.
What are you talking? No, let us not. This is not a Hindu-Muslim.
What am I talking? I'm talking with facts.
We are discussing about
kindly look into the facts.
Modi
you put wool on your eyes. Rest of the nation has not.
To your second. NDA's second most popular
Narendra Modi is acceptable to all of us is a separate question. And when we have to declare, we will declare. We don't need your permission. At the same time, if you are going to talk about his secular credentials, I'm going to rip you about your secular credentials and your party's secular credentials.
Since we are talking, may I between both of you come in for a minute, please, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, may I please come in? Allow me just 1 minute, please. Since we are talking secular credentials, I want to go across to the Samajwadi Party, otherwise there will be a loud protest.
Who was responsible?
I will come to that. I don't believe in beating around the bush.
There would be no protest.
No, I don't believe in beating around the bush on this channel. My question to Gaurav Bhartiya is, Gaurav, tell me frankly, this whole business of secular credentials is now being put as a challenge by the BJP to all other non-BJP parties who use the issue secularism. On December 17, 2012, let me jog your memory, Gaurav Bhartiya, a special CBI court hearing the Babri Masjid demolition case had issued a non-bailable warrant against Samajwadi Party Member of Parliament Brij Bhushan Singh. Despite him being an accused in that case, you allowed him to jump over from the BJP and accepted him in your ranks in 2008. You even inducted Kalyan Singh despite him being charge-sheeted in the Babri Masjid demolition case. My question to you is, on an index of secularism, are you in any position to take a firm view in the case of Narendra Modi? Gaurav.
Arnab, please permit me to reply back. I would be needing some time. I have very patiently.
Yeah, but don't avoid the specific answer to the specific question.
The topic,
I asked you about Brij Bhushan Singh.
I'm coming to that. The topic of today's, yes,
Brij Bhushan Singh.
The topic of today's debate was
Kalyan Singh.
Brij Bhushan. Yes, Brij Bhushan Singh, Kalyan Singh, all these people that you're talking about, they were not chief ministers of Samajwadi Party at any given point of time. The kind of the kind of riots that we are talking about, I am not about secular.
How many riots have happened till now in Akhilesh's regime?
Mrs. Lekhi, when you were talking, I didn't even interrupt once. I think I'm entitled to at least
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I would request all panelists to allow the Samajwadi Party representative, since he's speaking last, to complete his point, and then I will allow all rebuts in. Gaurav Bhartiya, complete your point.
Yeah. Today's debate is taking place, Arnab, because a very senior leader of the BJP has commented, and he said that Narendra Modi ji should be projected as the prime ministerial candidate. If the BJP would keep its flock together, then there would be no reason to debate on this topic at least. Secondly, it's about his leadership credentials. At least the moral responsibility that 1,000 people lost their lives in Gujarat would come to
avoiding the question. Avoiding the question. Avoiding the question. And Gaurav,
he got 3,500 killed in one riot.
No. Avoid the question. Avoiding the question. When you avoid the question, a question which has facts, my response is I put more facts. Or your way. My question, therefore, is, since you did not answer the question on Brij Bhushan Singh, since you did not answer the question on Kalyan Singh, I would like to tell you that a metropolitan magistrate convicted and sentenced Abu Azmi in a 12-year case for a provocative speech in 2000. This is May 2012. He's a member of the Samajwadi Party. He made certain provocative comments. You know what?
If you are talking about individuals,
index of secularism.
Any person, even if that person belongs to the Samajwadi Party,
index of secularism,
not supposed to make any hatred speeches.
Index of secularism, yes, and your reply cannot be Gaurav. Gaurav, you are saying that you are saying only chief minister.
I would not even. Please allow me to speak, Arnab. Please allow me to speak. Even being in the Samajwadi Party, if a Samajwadi Party leader does that, then it is
how many acceptable. No, you are not answering my question. No, you are not. How many riots have taken place in Uttar Pradesh?
If you are saying
how many riots have taken place in Uttar Pradesh since Akhilesh Yadav took over? How many riots have taken place in Uttar Pradesh since Akhilesh Yadav took over?